Yeah, we're back. It is the weekly challenge. I'm Rob Barrington here, and I am playing 3 clubs already. And don't worry, folks, we're not going to bid this hand because the robot has bid it for us. We are taking a real risky tournament here with the robot. We're playing on their ground, a Just Declare tournament. They are pretty much perfect in all these spots. Um, it appears like we're doing okay so far, but you never know what is happening at the other table. And I'm looking at what this auction had for us to start. We are playing 3 clubs, but throughout this auction, East overcalled 1 spade and then rebid spades when in the balancing seat. Right, so we are seeing East have bid and rebid spades, and left-hand opponent is leading a spade. So the thing we should recognize right away is we're in trouble. Even though this looks like we're getting a little bit lucky, it's if left-hand opponent has more than 1 club, they're going to get a club rough, right? And how do I know that? Well, if East has bid and rebid spades, that's 6 of them. Okay, I have 4 spades in my hand. That's 2 and dummy. That's 12. Well, that is lucky number 13 there, folks. So if ace of clubs is here and this person has 2 clubs, we are in a bit of trouble, right? So nothing we can do about that if it's happening. We're just going to play a low spade, and we're going to see the and we hop up with this ace, and our job right now, nothing different than you would think. We are going to try to draw trump as fast as possible. The good thing is if they realize they're spade rough, we're probably going to be able to rough enough hearts to make it worth our while. And if they don't, we may or may not have a good chance here. Here comes a heart. Okay, all right, this isn't the worst. Oh, and here comes the spade. So luckily they played a low spade, so our queen of spades is still going to be useful. Oh, good. Check it out. They made a mistake here. They hooked us up with not only another way to pitch a heart, but now we can draw trump, right? The trump's to our right. We know it for a fact because lefty would have trumped over us if they could have. Sorry, over our 8 of spades. If they could. Now the rest is easy. We get to pitch a heart, one way to get rid of a loser when we're playing. And then we're going to cross over, and we're basically just going to cross rough the rest of this hand. Diamond, trump, heart back, trump. Diamond, trump, or a spade, either way. And then heart back, trump. There's our little cross rough at the end. Boom. Claim City, 2 clubs, making 5. The robot underbid us on this one. Not really, but you can see on this one, very lucky that the club position is that way. If we take a club out of this hand, right, get rid of that 8, we put it here. Now they're getting a rough, right? But we're exchanging a trick in that because now we're going to get rid of all of our heart losers rather than possibly just have 1 left at the end. But let's take a look at how the defense could do better. At this point, you got to lead the jack of hearts, Mr. East. The 5 is super weird. Because really what they want to do, they want to get this the heck out of our hand if it's happening, right? As we can see, and as the robot probably understands here, there's no rough happening, right? So they kind of just, they know it doesn't matter. But really, practically, when this happens, that's terrible, right? They're not forcing our 5 because we've counted, right? We know the 6 or the 8 is just enough to force either the rough or a pitch. And then we have that queen of spades to get rid of that nice little 3rd heart there. And that's the best of the best. All right. Number 4, 3 diamonds. How'd the auction go here? Ooh, East opened 1 heart. Let's take a look at that. Let's give them 12 points. All right. We have 5, 8, 10, 14 over here. And there's 10 in dummy. So 10, 12, 14. That's 36 total points. There is not too much over here. And this is minimum 12, right? Up to about 14. This is a best hand situation. So here, we're looking at it. And we're not unhappy, right? We're about to see a card get played from East. We kind of have a count of the hearts as well. They opened 1 heart, which means this 3 is very likely to either be a doubleton, 3-2, or just a singleton heart. Right, so this hand is just basically all going to be about setting up spades, right? Look at the loser count on this hand. We have 1 spade loser. We are very likely going to have 0 heart losers because what we're going to do is we're going to make this hand good, right? We see a nice long suit. We see a couple of club losers over there, but we have a solution in our hand. We have a lot of trump, and we only have 1 club here. So our job is going to be to get the heck rid of the ace of spades and then rough a couple of clubs in our hand. We're going to lead the ace of diamonds, make sure we're getting a reasonable break. We are. And now we have the best of all worlds, folks. Entry to dummy. And this is a time where we can play an honor out of our hand. We're just trying to get rid of the ace. There it goes. And the rest is history, right? There's our little entry over there. Queen of spades. And that's all she wrote. That 7 is good if you're paying attention, but if you're just counting, you can recognize that our left-hand opponent had pitched a spade earlier. So this suit is just breaking perfectly. And once again, the robot has failed us in the bidding. They put us only in 3 diamonds, and we've taken 12 tricks. You do not want to go plus 170 at the bridge table unless the opponents have made a defensive error, because it either means you're in a part score in a major making 4, or you're in a minor making 6. Bad all around, meaning you've underbid your hand. So here, obviously we can't do anything about the auction, but I don't think the robot can do any better than we did on this board, so we're getting at least an average. And by the way, just a reminder, we're playing match points in this event. So in this case, we are very concerned with over tricks, which means we're really on their ground here. So we really need to be perfect. And we'll continue to try to be perfect tomorrow with this hand, folks. And don't forget, big sale going on this week until the beginning of December. All of my selected lessons are half price this week, so take a look at that. I'm going to put almost all of them on the front page, so you guys can pick and choose the ones you want and hop in on that, because they will go back to normal price shortly after December 1st. So guys, we will see you next time, and